and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Your host with the Moses Mark. You say it every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive. This morning I am tired. We were up till like 5. Homie's birthday, went out, hung out, man, made the flyer. Oh shit, you're watching this. You are seeing the very first Summer of Weed poster. I am so proud of this, man. I designed it, got it printed, posters in an hour, flyers in an hour. This event is going off without a hitch. Went to the event last night and it got busted. Cops all over it. It's the reason why we throw events, not to get busted. We're on private property. So this is what we're doing, summerweed.com or summerofweedfestival.com. Somebody cue the intro. This is a beautiful day. This is a beautiful thing. Yes, blessed. So, when you make something from nothing, it's not easy. You're going to go inside of yourself and find things inside yourself you don't think you ever had before. And join weedclub.com. It's cool seeing things that I've created and made something happen. It is difficult, Life has difficulties. Last night, getting to talk with my friends all the way in the Netherlands, and they had the long faces, and I said, "Why the long faces?" One of them had caught cancer, and she looked really scared, like she didn't want to leave the life journey with her husband of 40 years and beautiful life, better homes and garden. And they were scared of life, right? Like the process of it. They seemed scared. I looked in their faces and it just was like the sad face was already there. The funeral had already happened. Now she's still alive, still talking, but they're sad about it. They're sad that life, after this awesome life and cars and travel and awesomeness and kids, that it has to end. And I felt that. Going into this party, and everybody had the long faces, and the owner didn't, the promoter took all the money or didn't pay anybody. Everything got fucked up. Everything's a shit show. Everybody had the long face. I didn't even get paid, and this thing got killed, and da 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 da. Yeah, it was happening, and that's our lives. That we sit there and we stay in a scenario where things didn't work out, which I feel inside my heart right now. I got a countdown inside my heart of when my child would have been born, and instead of me going to my birthday, I'm on my head like my kid would have had a birthday. And we hold those things tough to our hearts. We hold things like, oh man, I should have had a kid, should have married her, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Instead of the fact that they were alive now, that they even got to go to an event, right? So the event got broken up. You're lucky that there was an event at all, right? How about you were lucky to be married to a woman for 40 years? The gratitude had left, right? And the attitude had showed up. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Let's smoke with that. The attitude had left. Attitude had showed up, and the mood had done switched. And how many of us do that? How many of us have been stuck in our own past or mood or mind and altered our future by not living in the now or having our consciousness or our what do they call that, awareness at the time. And that's something that we all can key in on, right? There's something that we need to raise our awareness. My sister tells her kids all the time, raise your awareness. Raising my awareness and go, why the long faces? You had such a blessed life. Looking around her whole house, they were bummed out. They wanted more life. And I feel that too. When my heart gets pains, I'm like, I want more life. Please let me enjoy things like my festival and more travel and an experience of fatherhood. There's a lot that we want from our lives, and this is that moment to live it, right? That moment to get it out before it becomes a regret. The action takes place, and therefore you put some energy towards the outcome changing. And that's something that I was talking about, especially yesterday, was just like, people that keep their head in the muds and they're kind of fucking up seeing the finish line, right? They want to bury their lives underneath alcohol or emotions and thoughts. They did. We live in the past instead of adjusting our sails and finding new winds and something else to grip onto, right? I could see my friends gripped by the fact that she had cancer. and has had cancer. It's wearing on them, you know, the sadness of both of them staring at each other like old dogs that been in the cage together and didn't want to leave the kennel. And I was in there like, you lucky you had a friend the whole time. You know what I mean? You lucky you made a mate that gave you children, that gave you a beautiful home, that wants to be next to you, and you can see the jealousy in them. The we don't want it to be over, but we're powerless of such. So it was hard to get them to smile. They were almost at the funeral already, and I'm sitting here going like, at least you got to show up to the show. At least some people came together. Maybe they were lying about who was going to perform, and they got busted and the cops came in, but there was action. And that's the whole thing, is to take action and initiative and get energy from something. That's not easy. It's really easy for the energy to be sucked off by something that's already happened. Can't change the outcome. And that's what we'll do. We'll be inside of ourselves, holding the scenario. I know I am, especially with the abortion. Like, I'm holding on to the scenario, and I'm like, what if it had changed, and how come I didn't change, and what would have happened? It rides inside my heart. It's Sunday. It's a rest day. I've been going really hard. That's what we do. We got to recover ourselves in recovery, right? We have to get to a place where we feel some ease, and it's going to feel impossible. Losing a child, I feel it's impossible. Losing a wife, I feel it's impossible. Those are the things that are required, right? It's required of us to go into ourselves and say, hey, you know, why the long face, man? Were you not appreciative, Marky saying? I'll use my examples when you were doing backflips off of elephants. Yes, I am. You know, it's hard for my heart not to still miss something. I mean, a monkey mind kicks in and goes, no, I should have this baby right now. We're supposed to be having a birthday. I should be being married with kids. I should have. We should have. The regret is so thick, you know, like all of us. It's just like like I told you about that funeral home. The lady kept saying it's the living that regret. The dead are gone, but they go, oh man, we should have taken that vacation together like we had planned. Or, oh man, I wish I didn't say those weird things to him, or that mean thing to him, the last thing I said to him. Take heed. Don't live in regret. Take action. Make it possible for yourself to take your long face and turn the frown upside down. I was getting a lot of compliments for my smile last night, you know, being able to smile and just live in the moment, be happy, and people are joking and things are funny, and I appreciate that. So in my world, I'm grateful. You know, I'm really grateful that the energies have come around me and made me realize that life goes by pretty fast, and if we let it snatch up the moments and not live them, then they will be snatched up and they won't be returned, and it will be like worse than layaway, because there is no layaway, there is no away, there is no going backwards, and there's no rewind button here, there's no reset. So we have to appreciate the imminence of the now, the predominance and imminence of having the power to do something with yourself right now is the whole transformation. So I wanted people to be out there. Check out the LVOG, the Las Vegas Original. Make sure you get yourself a shirt. There's a donation to Saintsgiving. Every time a shirt gets sold and we make one, we're making sure that it goes towards something of a difference, to make help someone. It's not just for you to receive, but it's also you giving when you're receiving. And that's the whole aha moment, was we wanted people to give what they get. You know what I'm saying? You only get what you give. So you're going to get a shirt, you're going to give to someone else. I'm going to instantly make you a saint. That's what we're going to do. We're going to turn our negatives into positive, you know, at the Las Vegas Original, at Saints Addiction, at Saintsgiving. All these things just make a difference and take our frowns upside downs, turn a negative into a positive, and turn that L into a W, and circle that bitch. So, you know, this is my circle. I finally did it. Designs by Saints. It was hard for me to get this done. I'm not joking. I'm very frustrated, and put the down and give it back, put it down, give it back. But it's here now. Summerweed.com. Go check it out. Or at Summerweed on Instagram. We are throwing a weed festival. I am throwing a weed festival with help. It's a big dream of mine, and it's happening. So this is my birthday present to myself, to get over other things and move forward with my life. Peace and love. I hope you do too. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.